extra inning rule has been implemented. Now, we've seen it a good amount. Oakland did it. Ohtani got thrown out at third in the Angels game. Cleveland had it happen with them. Who did Cleveland play?
Cleveland played the Royals.
The Royals, and they won. The Royals won, and they did exactly what people said it was going to be, a sacrifice contest. They sacrificed him over with a bunt. They then hit a line drive to sacrifice him in, and that was the game. Clevenger went off on Twitter saying, how hard it is to get a runner to second base against the back end of these bullpens. You're really just diminishing their skill. You're putting them in bad spots. And, if money is tied to it and arbitration and free agency is tied to some of these guys, it
doesn't count. It doesn't give them an earned run.
Yeah, but it gives them a bad taste in their mouths, which is arbitration.
Mental game.
They lean on that pretty
Mental
bad.
game.
Yeah. I get where Clev is coming from, okay? I get it. But it's the game. Both teams got to do it. And, honestly, it was crazy to me that it doesn't really make any sense to me that they're doing it, but it is what it is. And would we have heard from him if they won that game? Probably not.
No,
Probably
but
not.
Or not in the fashion that it happened. When it does happen like that sucks. No one wants to watch that.
Yeah, and I think, MLB's been thinking about this for a while. Jim's mentioned it. I wouldn't be surprised if you see going forward the 12th inning or something, or 11th inning in regular season games, just to short it down a little bit. The only part that I feel bad about, because I'm with you, Trev. I mean, both teams get to play by the same rules. I do think it's a bigger advantage for the home team, but I mean that's home field advantage this year, because there's no fans or anything. So give them that. I just feel bad, especially at this part of the season. We've got 30-man rosters. We've got a lot of young guys, a lot of dudes with pitching limits. So when I go check out the Blue Jays and they signed Shun Yamaguchi, a guy who, he came from overseas. I think he was a 14-year pro over there, 4-time All-Star. And his MLB debut is with a runner on second in extra innings. And it was against the Rays. He gives up a walk and then a triple to Kiermaier. Game over. Welcome to the show. So situations like that suck. But I don't know. We're all playing by the same rules. It is what it is. It's supposed to be. It's not going to be in the postseason. It's a weird year. Look at everything that we just talked about for the first part of this show. So if that's your problem, I don't know. Get over it for this year. I understand if you're a baseball traditionalist that it hurts your soul a little bit, and it should. But I mean, if you can't do it this year, come on.
I'm fine with this year. I do Trev. I want to get your thoughts on this. I think it's coming. And not in the 10th inning, but in the 12th inning, I think we're going to have this in baseball. I think fans are going to understand it and be diluted by this season, which is kind of what the players were fighting for with a lot of this stuff. Hey, I know you're saying one season only, but once you get it in here, you set the precedent. I think this will be part of baseball moving forward. Maybe you start in the 12th inning and you do 2 innings of clean extra inning ball. But, I don't know how you feel. I know Derek Jeter came out and said, I hated extra innings. A lot of some other players said, if we can erase those 15-inning games, that's great. And I think the stats back up that, while a lot of games go into extra innings, I think, I'm going to butcher this. It was 60 to 80% end in the 10th or the 11th.